In the modern Middle East, few figures have shaped the destiny of a nation as profoundly as Iran's top leader. From humble beginnings to the highest seat of power, his life mirrors the history of his country, turbulent, complex, and transformative. His influence spans decades, touching politics, religion, and the lives of millions. Understanding this journey is key to understanding Iran itself. Born in the late 1930s in the holy city of Mashhad, he was raised in a deeply religious family. From a young age, he immersed himself in Islamic studies, showing remarkable dedication to scholarship. He later traveled to the spiritual centers of Qom and Najaf, studying in the seminaries that shaped generations of religious leaders. It was here that he cultivated both his knowledge of theology and his sense of political purpose. During this period, Iran was ruled by a monarchy that promoted modernization, secular education, and Western influence. These policies drew criticism from the country's clerics, who saw them as a threat to traditional values. He became an active member of a growing opposition movement, delivering sermons, teaching, and quietly organizing resistance. As political tensions escalated, he faced arrests and government scrutiny, but his commitment to his beliefs and to the cause of reform never wavered. These early years would lay the foundation for a lifetime of political and religious leadership. By the late 1970s, discontent with the monarchy had reached a tipping point. Streets of Tehran and other major cities filled with protesters demanding change. Workers, students, clerics, and ordinary citizens united under a common vision, an Islamic Republic. At the center of this movement was a charismatic revolutionary leader whose messages resonated across the nation. Our subject aligned with this movement, becoming part of the inner circle that helped shape the direction of the revolution. The monarchy collapsed in 1979. Iran transformed into an Islamic Republic, and religious leadership became central to governance. He quickly assumed important roles in the new government, serving on councils that established the foundations of the new political and judicial systems. During this time, Iran faced not only the challenge of rebuilding its government, but also external threats and the lingering tensions from decades of internal unrest. The revolutionary period would define his early political career and set the stage for his rise to higher office. In the early 1980s, he was elected to the presidency of Iran. This period coincided with one of the nation's most challenging eras, the Iran-Iraq War. A conflict lasted nearly 8 years, devastating cities, displacing millions, and placing enormous strain on the country's economy. As president, he oversaw critical decisions regarding defense, resource allocation, and wartime governance. The presidency at this time was a complex office, balancing civil administration with military coordination. He was re-elected, demonstrating political resilience and broad support among certain factions. His presidency highlighted the tension between religious authority and state power, a dynamic that would continue to shape Iranian politics for decades. Despite limited resources and immense challenges, his leadership helped maintain national stability during the war and guided the country through reconstruction efforts. In 1989, the founding figure of the Islamic Republic passed away, leaving a vacuum at the highest level of power. The nation faced a critical decision: who would lead next? Although our subject had served as president, He did not initially hold the highest clerical rank traditionally required for supreme authority. The Assembly of Experts amended the constitutional requirements, allowing his selection as the new supreme leader. From this moment, he became the ultimate authority in Iran's political system. Unlike the presidency, the office of the supreme leader controls the armed forces, judiciary, intelligence services, and all major state policies. This position ensured that his influence would touch nearly every aspect of national life, from domestic governance to foreign affairs. Over the following decades, his leadership shaped the direction of Iran in profound ways. The Revolutionary Guard emerged as both a military and economic power, acting as an instrument of national policy and security. He directed foreign policy with a strategic focus, balancing regional influence with global diplomacy. Iran engaged in conflicts and alliances across the Middle East, while also managing tensions with Western powers. Domestically, the nation experienced cycles of protests, including student uprisings, calls for political reform, and public demonstrations over economic grievances. The response of the leadership was decisive, often emphasizing stability and the preservation of the Islamic Republic. Under his guidance, Iran navigated sanctions, global scrutiny, and internal political factionalism. While critics accused him of authoritarianism, supporters hailed him as a protector of Iranian sovereignty and independence. By the early 21st century, he had become one of the longest-serving leaders in the Middle East. His decisions continue to influence Iran's political, religious, and military landscape. Supporters view him as a guardian of the revolution, maintaining the country's identity and guiding its path through turbulent times. Critics argue that his tenure has limited political freedoms and concentrated power in the hands of a few. Regardless of perspective, his impact is undeniable. He shaped the leadership style of subsequent generations, defined Iran's role in regional politics, and left a legacy that continues to affect both domestic and international affairs. From seminary student to president and ultimately to the highest seat of power, his journey reflects the complex history of modern Iran. His influence spans religion, politics, and society, and his decisions continue to shape the nation's future. This story is not just about one man, but about a country navigating revolution, war, and the challenges of governance. A country whose destiny has been intertwined with the leadership of its supreme leader. Fade to black.